So welcome to the second part in our three-part series of discounted homes in Georgetown, Texas. Let's get after it right now. Hey, Sweaty Daniel here. The AC is not turned on. If you're thinking of making a move to the Georgetown area, be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with the latest real estate market news. I was a teacher for 10 years before jumping into real estate. I taught music, I was a percussion director. But the reason I made the switch is because I was just spending way too much time at work and not enough time with my family, and I just kind of had a shift in priorities. But what hasn't changed is how I view my relationship to my clients and my relationship to my students. Honesty, a good work ethic, and helping others achieve their goals is how I operate. So it doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. Be happy to help you make a smooth move to the Georgetown area. All right, let's get into the tour. So we're about to tour the second home in this three-part series. If you didn't watch the first tour of the series, I highly encourage you to watch that because I may be referring, kind of comparing this home to that home. It was actually that house. They're right next door to each other. But the home we're about to check out right now is a Newport floor plan. This is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 3,182 square foot home. And this is currently listed at $824,000. So just $1,000 more than that last house. Its original listing price was $906,000. So it has come down $82,000. This has been on the market for over 300 days. So that's why we're seeing such a massive price discount. But let's go check this one out. So pretty steep driveway, just like we saw with the Wichita floor plan, or I should say with that lot. Obviously each floor plan is going to be on a different lot. This is a much wider front face, and it's because this is a 1-story home. Just a reminder kind of where we are. Super quiet, parkside on the river neighborhood. There's no neighbor in front of you here, and it's just open sky, but it's pretty windy, so I'm sure that's not sounding great on the mic, so let's go inside. We have this beautiful stone facade with the stucco wall. I would probably be spending a lot of time here, honestly, just that view. It's so much open sky. I like the frosted windows here, so you can't see in, or they can't see in, right? This is an odd layout. I'll say that right off the bat. I'm not trying to sell you a house. I really am just being honest with what I see. As I was walking around turning lights on, I was just thinking, it's different. It's different. So the first thing that's odd is to the right here, you kind of have this spot to put a small table, right? This is the foyer, and then a small coat closet. And then you would expect to see an office or a mother-in-law suite here, but instead it's the dining room. It's a formal dining room right off the bat. So pretty odd with the layout, and it doesn't stop there. I was actually getting lost walking around this house, so I'll try to find a pathway that makes sense. Let's go this way. So we have this open circular area. This is engineered hardwood, so that is a nice upgrade. And I like how open the ceiling gets. I will say as we continue the tour, these ceilings are lower than the last home by quite a bit. And there's not a lot of upgrades. I'll kind of talk about those as I see them. So I think I prefer the last house to this one, but it is a 1-story. So if you don't want to walk up and down stairs, you know, this floor plan, this Newport floor plan might be a better option for you. For here, we have deep linen closet. And then here's where we get to our flex kind of office space. Now I do like that the windows are looking into your backyard, the side yard, I should say. I wish these were glass though, but I like that they're keeping the 8-foot doors throughout. Here we have another closet space. Here's guest bedroom number 1. And then we have sink here. Pretty basic, right? Just a small silver sink, no handles on the cabinets. Very tight toilet area. The floor tile and the tile in the showers is all really basic builder's material. It doesn't even go to the ceiling. We do have natural light coming in, which is great. Again, very basic with the faucet, or with the shower head too, and the faucet, that stainless steel. Now we're over here. Again, kind of an odd design. I don't know why Coventry's doing this, but at least this is a pretty large closet, but you have the closet kind of in the bathroom. Again, not a big deal, just it's a little odd. And then this goes into the second bedroom, so kind of a Jack and Jill situation with that bathroom layout. I will say I do like this engineered hardwood floor. It looks great. And then this opens up into the main living area. We again have electric fireplace here with the tile on the wall. Personally, I'm not a big fan of this tile look on the wall. It's also kind of weird, it's the exact same one in the bathrooms. So I kind of wish they left this blank and I could just put my own thing on this wall, but that's personal preference. And then they have this cutout area for a TV. Now, back in the day, if this was an older home, they would do this and they didn't realize how big TVs were gonna get, so you couldn't fit it in that size. Thankfully, this is a new home, so they understand you're gonna need a wide berth for whatever TV you have, but you are kind of stuck with the TVs going here. There's nowhere else you can put it in this living area. And so with the TV there, you have to kind of arrange your seating in a specific format. You don't have as many options as you would in maybe a different floor plan. Trying to find a straight path through this home, but I think we're gonna be walking back and forth a lot. Pretty small back patio. I do like that we still have a gas outlet here for a grill. And then I like that this opens up. Not a huge fan of that, just looking at your neighbor's back patio. But as far as the amount of space you have, really good amount of space. And as you saw when we're in that office, it curves around to the side. So if you have dogs, definitely a good amount of space. And these are, I don't think I've said this yet, but these are all 70-foot lots from Coventry. So these are their largest lots that they offer in this neighborhood. Let's go in the kitchen. I told you I'm gonna go back and forth. This island, a little strange. I wish it was open all the way across. The reason they have these two blocked off is because there's cabinets on either side, so it's just more storage. But this does kind of limit you to probably 3 people comfortably sitting there on the island. Again, we don't have any handles on the cabinets. It's an easy thing for you to add, but it's also an easy thing for builders to add, so I'm a little annoyed they didn't put that in for this one. But same as last house, we have the built-in oven and microwave, the built-in range, so you have those pull-out shelves below, which is fantastic. I actually prefer this backsplash to the other house with the range, and then the large single basin sink going with stainless steel with this one. Now, a little odd is right behind here, this is kind of the mother-in-law suite, and you would expect this to be the primary bedroom, but pretty good sized closet space. I like that built-in shelf. And then carpeted area. And then their own bathroom over here. The walk-in shower, again, not going to the ceiling with that tile. And again, the tile being pretty basic builder's tile. So it's another thing just kind of odd with the floor plan. Usually by the kitchen is when you would go to the primary bedroom. It's just a little odd they didn't put that near the front door or by the other bedrooms. So something to be aware of. Just, I'm telling you because I've walked into literally thousands of houses that threw me for a loop with this, this floor plan. It's a little bit odd. Corner pantry. Walking down here, we have more storage for the kitchen, so plenty of cabinets, which is another reason why I was like, well, why are they adding cabinets to the island? We don't need them. We got so many right here, but it is what it is. Over here, I'll back up for a second. So we're back at the beginning, right? This is the formal dining area. It's a front door, right? Just so you kind of know where you're at, because I was personally getting lost. We have the mudroom area. So hang up your coat, kick off your shoes. It's also the utility room. We do have the built-in cabinets and a shelf above, and plenty of space over here if you want to add a table for folding clothes. And then this goes straight to the garage, where you have a 3-car garage. Tandem garage, and I ain't going up there because that's scary. But pretty good amount of space for the garage. So this is where you would be walking in most days. Plenty of space here, kick off your shoes. And then we are in the main area. Now, I don't think I came down here. So here we have kind of a flex space. There is no doorway here, it's just an open entry. It does come with a ceiling fan and a tray ceiling, so the ceiling does open up in this room. And it's just a side yard again. But however you'd want to use this space, I think for me, I'm not sure, honestly. This might be just a kind of a lounge area. Put a TV up, put some couches, some recliners, read in here. I put a big table somewhere and friends over and play some board games together. And then over here is actually the primary bedroom. Really like this primary bedroom. It has the light with the fan plus 4 recessed LED lights. We have the bay window, nice and curved, looking out into our backyard. It looks great. I also like that it's not carpeted. I prefer no carpet in my bedroom. And then coming into the bathroom, separated sinks. Bathtub is deep. Not super long though, but it's deep at least. And again, I like it when the faucet's kind of off to the side. I would put something over this window. I like the natural light, but I want that privacy, especially in the bathroom. Walk-in shower with the bench. And then this does do floor to ceiling tile. I really like this tile design, just a little bit different with the square tile. Kind of boring, but at least, you know, some sort of tile, some sort of texture at the bottom of it. Toilet, and then we have our large walk-in closet with some natural light coming in too, which is always a nice touch. There's some shelving right there to the left. So there you have it, very different with this Newport design. If you're looking for a 1-story, then this might be a great option for you. Personally, I think I prefer the Wichita, but we have one more house we're gonna check out in this series, and it's gonna be actually the most expensive home, still a huge price discount, but I'm curious to see why it's a little bit more expensive than this house and the last house. But tell me what you think below in the comments. What are you looking for in a house? Does a 1-story or 2-story matter to you? Do you want a bigger back patio space? I think I would want that. You know, with the privacy, you can add shades, but would you just want, you know, you have 1,000 homes for sale in Georgetown. Would you just want to find a house that has that privacy built in? Let me know. I'm always curious what other people are looking for in a home. And remember, you can always give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email, or schedule a Zoom call. It doesn't matter if you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days. Be happy to help you make a smooth move to the Georgetown area. Until next time, and until I see you in the next video, I hope to see you around town.